Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, your vintage paper girl. Welcome to my studio. I am really happy you're here today to hang out and have a little play with me. We're going to be doing some pretty vintage glassine bags. And I think we're going to have a good time. But before we get going, I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Welcome. And also, I want to hugs, kisses, and lots of love to all of my following subscribers. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I love you all. I'm so happy you're here with me to have this play today. So before we get going, today's project is inspired by Kate at Pixie K Designs. Hi, Kate. Kate is a new subscriber, and we found each other on Instagram. We're following each other, and we're having a good time. So we're encouraging each other to get creative here with the things that we love using. So we're going to do one of Kate's projects. Of course, I'm going to have put my spin on it, and we're going to get going here. So I'm going to use some, hopefully, my scrap cabin ribbons, some ruffles, some lace. Let's to start. I mean, that's where I think I'm going to start, but you know what happens. You've seen me many times start with an idea and then take off. And then I'm going to use some of these lovely ladies that you can find, these and others like it over on Heather at Ruby and Pearl XO. You can also find them at Tailor Made Journals, Artie Mays, and I think Sam Poole. So you can find ladies all over the internet now. I mean, it's so easy. So, and I've been collecting mine forever. So some come from there and some come from other places. So we're going to be using some of these French digitals that I have. And I'm going to maybe use some embossed paper. I have been going embossing crazy. You will not believe how much embossing I'm doing. I did this whole folder full of all kinds of colors and styles and designs. I have another folder too. So I can use them in my work. So we'll see how much I need for that today, if we're going to use it at all. I'm not sure. We're also going to be using a glue gun. So I'm going to go ahead and turn mine on. I think I'm using the glue gun. We'll see. I did end up using it in my last project at the end. We're also going to try some photo corners that I've had in my stash for, 10 to 15 years maybe. I imagine that Ganson still makes some because they make all kinds of other artsy things. So before we get going, I do want to show you what I did last time. I did finish these lovely ladies that I talked about doing. Let me move these out of the way so they're not competing. And aren't they lovely? I finished them. You saw this one done in our video. I'm going to stand up so you can see if I can see it in here. I finished this one. So this has the lace and all the goodies and came out really good. This one was our boo-boo one, and I did add a little button at the top. And we put this on, and I love it. It's actually turned out to be my favorite. This one, well, actually, this is my favorite. They're all my favorites. I put some vintage laces, and I put some applique and a vintage mother of pearl button. Isn't that lovely? Let's see, you could see that. Isn't that lovely? And this one, this is my flapper dress, I call it. And so I added, she's got some feathers on there, so I added some eyelash trim and some pretty, this came from either a veil or a wedding dress, I'm not sure, but there's this little rosettes all over this beautiful chiffon. So I just cut it up and put it on there. Isn't that pretty? I kind of tried to, and there's a piece of lace there, vintage lace there. So I kind of tried to do them so that they matched, you know, what I made, you know, the style I was making, that's it, and the colors. So that they were complementary, not match, but complementary. So there you have it. That was our last video, which was Monday's video. This should be a Wednesday video, hopefully, if this comes out right, and we don't have any issues. So this is going to be little glassine bags. These are 4 by 6.5, I believe. I will double check that with my ruler as soon as I find it in the pile next to me. I have a variety of these bags, so I'm not positive the size because I have so many of them. There we go, Mr. Tim. So we're, 4, and the actual, 4 by 6.5, because that goes all the way to the very tippy top. Or if you don't go to the top and you just count where the bag opens, is 4 by 6. So you get an extra 1/2 inch on the flap at the top. So we're going to use those today. I have great big ones. I do. For bigger projects, which I have right here, I have a medium size and then I have a large. So as you can see, I have them in all sizes, and I kind of have, and then I have brown ones too. So I kind of have ideas for all of these, but I'm kind of working my way up in size. So if you don't have glassine bags, you can easily make them out of any kind of butcher paper or parchment paper, whatever you got. I have some of this Dollar Tree parchment paper. I think this is Dollar Tree or it's Target. But all you would do is just, let's see, let's make one together so you guys will know how. I mean, everybody makes them different. I'm going to do about 1/2 or 3/4 of this. I don't think we need quite that much. Now, I've made that very rough at the top. So well, I will go ahead and cut this nice and even so we have a good surface to work from. Now you could make these coin envelopes, or you can make them a glassine bag, whatever you'd like, but everybody does them different. I like mine to kind of meet in the middle like this. Now you don't need that big a fold over, so you could do it smaller. Let me do it smaller. How are you guys? I hope you're all well. Everyone's having a great summer, a good week. So we're kind of overlapped there. Now it depends on how big you want your overlap. I might want mine a bit bigger, so there's more to glue. Then I'm just going to fold up the bottom, just like this, okay? And then I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to cut off right here, and I'm going to make a tiny little turn. I'm going to do the same thing here, kind of go up above the line just a bit, and go like this, and go like that. Now, one thing you can do is you can do the same thing at the top. You can cut this out a little bit to have your back. So if you wanted, you could just take and fold that down just through the middle and cut this out. And there you have your back. Okay, so I mean, it's just not difficult. I'm doing this very sloppily. I apologize, mainly because, you know, I only have so much time in a video, but that is one of our little glassine bags. And then we would, let me go like this. There we go. There you have it. And depends on what kind of a, you might want a little more angle to that. Then if I wanted the ruffle at the top, like you see on these, you know how there's a little bit of a ruffle here, I could take my scissors, and I'll do that in just a minute. I'm going to do the gluing first. And this was just using a little parchment paper. So if you say, well, I don't have glassine bags, well, you don't need them. You can just make your own. You can use, I've also used, what do you call it? It'll come to me in a minute. Give me a second. Vellum and tracing paper. So it really just depends on what you want to use. Pick a glue that you know is not going to show through and isn't going to wrinkle your bag. I should have filled this up before I started today. I'm not sure I even got any out there. Did I? Oh, look at that. That's crazy. I got an air pocket. I'm going to turn it upside down to get it going. Okay, so it looks very much like that, just smaller. And you pick your size by how much parchment paper you pull off, right? So there you have it. And then if you wanted to have a little, get yourself some of these little scissors. These are by Fiskars. And just go along the tippy top of the bag. Oh, I did a bad job on that, didn't I? These don't cut the best. Okay, so you even have the ruffle at the top of the bag like some of these have. They have a little bit of a ruffle up there. So yeah, that wasn't my best cut job on that. These are really hard to cut with because they're just craft scissors, you know, that I've had for 10, 15 years. So there you have it. You can make your own bag if you want or need to. I will put that off to the side. There you go. Looks just like these. Maybe you can have a bigger one seam at the bottom if you want. You know, just depends on how you want to do it. I didn't do a very good job gluing that, did I? Because my glue didn't want to come out with that big air bubble I had. There we go. All right. So anyway, that's how you make a baggie. Hopefully that wasn't too fast for you. Replay. If it was, I am going quickly because like I said, I only have so much time and I would like to get a couple things done today. At least one. One decorated. So first thing I'm going to do, you guys know me well. What's the first thing I'm going to do? I am going to ink my bag because I ink. If you don't worry about it. You can use any kind of ink. You don't have to use Tim Holtz. You can use archival ink. Whatever you've got, any kind of craft ink will do. Dry paint, or not paint, not very wet paint, a thicker paint you could use on the edges if you want. A gilding wax, I mean, whatever you got. If you want to do that, I am going to do the back side too, because sometimes we do see the back of these. Not always. Sometimes I decorate the backs. And I'm just kind of gently going over the bag with what's on my dauber. Okay, and there we go. So we have our first one ready to go. I found out that, you know, I was complaining about the ink. Well, when I had refilled my ink pad, I'd gotten it on the side and I kept getting into it. And so I was spreading it all over everything. Oh, it was bad. Now I need to pick out a lady. So let me see. I love these girls. She is stunning. I will be using her. I'm trying to decide, do I want to use the one with the big hat? I almost like her for a cover. So I'm thinking one of these ladies. She's stunning, isn't she? Let's try her. No, you know what? I'm thinking that one. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, right? Does it? So let's see. Let's get some papers. I have cut some of these ready to go. Where's the one I wanted? I did cut one specifically for this one. Where did it go? There should have been a third one of these. Oh, did it get caught somewhere or fall on the floor? Because, you know, that's usually what happens to me. Things end up on the floor instead of where I want them. Well, okay. That's all right. We'll just put her on there. Oh, yeah, that fits all right. I thought it might be too wide. It is a little wide, so I am going to cut it down a little bit. Or fold it down, or whatever you want to call it. Let's go like this. Hopefully I will make sense to all of you today. I am trying to make a number of videos so that you will have videos while our floors are starting anyway. Or while I'm packing is what I should say. Not even floors, while I'm packing. Or floors. And I had, out of nowhere, suddenly after my last video, I got a horrible, horrible blinding headache. I just got all dizzy, didn't know where I was. I thought maybe I was having a mild stroke. I wasn't. I had some lunch, took my meds, and I seemed to be okay, but I might be a little bit off, so forgive me if so. I would like to add some French book page, which I'm pretty sure I brought some over here. Did I? Where did it go? This is what happens. You move stuff off your desk so you can show things, and then you lose the things that you were using. What the heck? Where did my book page? I had French book page here. Where did my French book page go, you guys? Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Did I put it with the bags? No, they're not here. I pulled out a whole bunch of French book page, antique book page. Do you guys see it? I mean, is it like right in front of me and I can't see it? I mean, I do that all the time, right? Don't you do that? You're thinking, oh yeah, I have it right here. And then you go to get it, and it's truly not where you think it should be. Did I knock it onto the floor? Did I pull it off with another project? I might have. I don't see it, you guys. Well, okay. Those gremlins are at it again. We are going to have to punish them. Well, I don't see them. I know I will find them as soon as I'm done, literally. I know exactly what will happen. So these are my antique book pages. I'm just looking for here's my French ones. I think this is the modern history of something, France or something, I don't know. But anyway, we'll grab those. So, these are all different languages and goodies. Now, guys, keep your eyes on them while I'm moving around here so they don't disappear off my desk again. I'm looking to see, did they go underneath? Where the heck did they go? Crazy, right? I want a full page. Trying to think how I want to do this. I kind of want it with my other girl. Where did she go? Oh, definitely want it with her. I want it more creamy. Definitely want that with her and this one. So let's do this. Oops, you guys, I forgot to see what time. I was so excited to get this going that I forgot to look at my start time again. What is wrong with me? Too excited. Just too excited to get going. I use all these scraps to stamp on for words and things. Uh-oh, these are very, I just ripped it. Fragile. I need to be more careful. I need to slow down, take my time, and have a nice play with all of you. I'll go into my little box. And I only want to use about half of it. I'm going to be very stingy with my paper. Okay. What I may do is rip this down some more. I think it's too wide. I just want to use 2 papers with her and then some lace at the bottom. We can do that, right? I think we could do that. So let's get everything inked up that we need to ink. Let's do that. There we go. I was right. My new neighbors are moving in today. Super excited, as I told you. Finally, saw the washer and dryer come in, and they've kind of been going back and forth, and they're sanding all the kitchen cabinets for repainting or staining. I know they painted the inside of the house. I'm not sure what else they did. Oh, they put up a giant shed in the side yard. We do have limitations on that, so I hope they don't get into trouble for that. So, of course, it's not up to me to say, so as long as we don't get another snippy neighbor on another side that doesn't like the idea of that big giant shed showing over the fence. We do have like rules and regulations about that. Also for fire hazards, so we have to be careful. All right, now I just wanted to take a little bit off of that. Everything's a little too square for me. too square. All right, let's go. I know my glue stick works very well on this. I do have my glue gun on and ready to go. But I just realized that this needs to go on first. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to go at the top of the page and use my little glue spreader. For those of you who are new, it's how we spread glue. We use some kind of a stiff card. This is a French document. I got this from Graphic 45 and their premier membership site. I think I missed the glue down here completely. Oopsie. Okay, there we go. Like that. Come on now. Well, there it is. Looking for my glue. Oh, I had the lid off this too long. And I noticed it's not sitting right, so I'll have to get out another new cap. Gosh, my hands are not steady today. Probably due to the migraine meds that I took so I could do my video. Art glitter glue does work very well on a glassine bag as well as the Scotch Create, and I haven't had any problems with the Fabri-Tac either. So hopefully they're all going to be fine. All right. Make sure it still opens. Wouldn't be the first time I've glued it together. Now, I have some more of this paper, and I kind of want to do. Let's see. Let's just fold it over. All right, let's do that. And let's I think I'm going to want my tear ruler. Ugh. Yeah, me and tear rulers, yeah. Don't think so. I'm just going to tear around this. Ugh, we know how good I am at this. Oh my gosh, no matter how hard I try. Well, that's okay. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses. There's kind of a shiny side and a flat side of this, so I kind of want to use the flat side. And I want to ink it as if I had tea dyed or coffee dyed it. You know what I mean? So I'm doing that on purpose, making a mess out of it. I don't need a lot of it. I just want a little bit. Don't have very many thumbnails or fingernails left these days. Yikes. These crafts are hard on your hands. I mean, I've got spots that are splitting open from using my hands so much. Especially on my thumb. All the ink and the glues. Okay, I'm going to put that on there. And then I think I want one more layer. I want a layer of netting under there. So I was looking to see if I have any cut. I thought I cut some. There's one, but I don't think it's big enough. No. Well, if I just put a little bit on there, I could use it. Yeah, why don't we do that? All right, got it. Got it. Oh, I could have used that one too. Oh, this one's really sparkly. Okay, I'll use that on that one maybe. Okay, we'll use that. Alrighty, let's get this puppy glued down. What glue do we want to use? Yes, I do leave it upside down a lot of times in my jar. Someone asked why I turn this upside down. It is to keep the pad evenly inked. The ink runs from the bottom to the top, keeps it nice and moist and wet. I've done that for 10 years. I had the same ink pad for over 10 years. Still worked fabulous, but I thought it was time to get a new one. So I did get a new one, and I'm keeping this new one inked. Also, you want to keep it moist. So if you feel like it's starting to dry out at all, immediately re-ink it so that it stays inked. And they should last for a very long time. Where'd that net go? There it is. Okay, let me check my time, guys. Oh, I am about a half hour in, so we'll say 3:30 I need to be done. I was hoping to get 3 videos in today, but it's not going to happen, so tomorrow I will do a video tomorrow, so I'll have some for you all week. All right. I know you guys are great, and you'll be fine if you don't see them, but I don't want you to wonder where I went, and I don't want you to worry about me being ill or my son-in-law taking a turn for the worse or anything. So, you know, I want to make sure you know everything's okay. And on this netting, I highly recommend you use some kind of a spatula. This has 2 sides, believe it or not. One side's kind of rough and one side's not. And if you use the spatula, you can push down because it's made of silicone. And then we're going to put her on there. So you're going to see a little bit of the net, a little bit of the paper. You see a little bit of everything, right? And that gives us a nice layering, which we want to do. Oops, I don't want to lose that little piece of net, believe it or not. I'm so fussy about all of this. It's hard to come by, so believe me, I want to use it sparingly. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we will just go ahead and glue her up. She's ready to glue down. I do want to put a piece of lace down that side. I was looking to see if I had like anything in my... Oh, yeah, we had a whole plate full of stuff, didn't we? No, but I think it would look good on that one. Okay. What else do I have? I know I was looking to see if I had any more of this lace in my little pile that you've been seeing me go through lately. I could, but that's not what I had in mind. I mean, I can cut another one, obviously. Let me see if I can find that lace that I want to use. I like this one. Let me cut a piece. I think it'd be cool going up this side there. That will sort of dictate what goes on the bottom, but I kind of have a good idea about that. So let me get this before it dries. Scissors. Let's get that. It's the worst dry mouth today. Yikes. I don't think I drank enough water yesterday. Oh. Okay. One thing I want to do is I want to cut this dead in half because it gives me more use out of something. Because I want to pick this up. I didn't glue it down super hard on purpose. It's not dry yet. Excuse my head. Hopefully it's not. Come on, you. Let's see if we can get that in there. Let me get that in there. I can hear my chimes. Wind's starting to come up again. Every afternoon. Yay. Keeps things from getting too crazy hot. Let me get that. See if I can get that all the way in there. Now we'll have that lace for something else because I've been using it like crazy. I don't know if that's one I was originally going for. What a beautiful baggie that will be. Yes. I do say so myself, which is okay to say if you're like something that you did. I think it's okay. No, I'm not like bragging or anything. I'm just happy with it. I don't mean to be bragging. Now I want something at the bottom. I want a nice ruffle or something. This is very white, so I don't know. I don't have any more of my cream ruffles. Kind of like to put that on there and then rush up some gather, rush, whatever. Is that the only? Oh, I have a little one here. Too small. I love this. Let's see, I need to make some more ruffles. I have not, I made these when I first started out. That's how long I've had these. Can you believe it? What I think I'd like to do is just put that like right at the bottom and then put something in the middle. Okay, so let's move this down a little because I kind of want to make this ruffle go as absolutely as far as I can, or I'm going to have to get on the sewing machine and get busy. I like it this way. This is where I'm going to probably get out the glue gun. Alrighty. This is my new little glue gun. It's called Surebonder. It comes from Walmart, but I also found it on Amazon. So if you don't have a Walmart, you can probably find it on Amazon. I want us to come down here. And owie, that was hot. Don't have anything else that would look fabulous. Now I was thinking about using like one of these on here, but I think I might use it on her. Keep piling things up there where I think she might need them. Okay, where did the lid to that go? Pink, pink, pink lid. There it is. Alrighty. Now I want to, now that is where, this comes in. So I want to do it kind of a yellowy color. No, I don't care for that. Do I want it all white? I don't know. What have I got here? Maybe champagne through there. I don't like any of those. What about a mushroom? That's actually not bad. Well, or let me think about that. Let me think a minute. What could I do here? I do have, let's see. I do have a Hug Snug seam binding roll. Yeah, that's better. It's not bright white and it's not cream or tan. It's just whatever. But I'm thinking that glue gun, I don't know if I can do it fast enough. Ooh, I suppose I could try. Let's see. Or whether I'm switching because I've burnt the living daylights out of my fingers. Well, it does move. I don't know if I'm going to get the movement I want, though. Oh. Oh, I need another. What did I do with my other glue stick? I brought one out. I thought I brought it over here on my desk. Anybody see? Hello, Mr. Glue Stick. Where are you? Are you in this mess? Aha, yes, you are in this mess. Now, one thing I learned is if you put a little glue on the end of your glue stick, pop it in there to the other glue stick, it won't fall out, because I was having a terrible time with the glue sticks falling out. So I saw a scrapbooker YouTuber do that, and I went, oh my gosh, amazing. Why didn't I think of that before? Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this, using glue gun on this. I usually do this with a glue stick, but I didn't know if it would work very well out with glue stick on, oh my goodness, if it would stick to the lace. Sorry, if it would stick to the lace. Sorry, I have a habit of not finishing my words, you guys. I'm so sorry. Apologize. Probably leave you hanging all the time. I have too many things going on in my head all at the same time. I have a habit of not finishing my sentences, and honestly, my family tends to finish them for me. So a lot of times I don't need to finish my sentences, and not because they're right, just because they won't wait for me, because my thought process is slow. Now, I never did explain why I lose words and why my thought process is slow. I took a really, really bad fall in my driveway. My knee went out on me. I was wearing kind of high shoes. And it went out, and I wasn't aware it was going to go out. My legs went out from under me, and I landed on my head, on the right side of my head. Face first into the asphalt, full fall. I was so startled that I didn't break my fall. And so no arms went out, nothing, and my head hit the cement. Well, I got a pretty bad concussion, and I have never been the same since. Memory has been bad. I just have all kinds of issues because of it, and probably why my migraines are so much worse now. Well, they are worse on my right side where I hit my head. A lot of my migraines will start there, and they get very violent over there. And it did affect my speech and my movement for a long time. I'm better now, but it's one of the reasons I took so long to getting to this world of crafting, because I was worried I wouldn't be able to communicate with you guys. So I hope that if I'm having a bad day, you guys will understand. So I love that. Isn't that pretty? I like, now, do we want to put buttons, or do we, I think I want a flower there. I know exactly, I know the ones I keep using over and over, and I'm going to run out of them. I should have bought another roll. I had a chance to, and I didn't do it, and I'm kicking myself. So if I see these again ever, I will be getting them. I love these. They're soft. They're perfect for this era. They're on net, so that gives you an extra layer. Oh, I love it. And then we'll pop a little pearl in the middle, and we'll be good to go. And you have yourself a beautiful little bag. Gift bag. Or it can go into a journal as a pocket, or even on the cover of a journal if you wanted. You know, if you want to add stuff around it and more lace and just put it on your cover and fill it up with goodies. That would be really awesome. I'll show you how it works for those of you who are new to this and don't know. Give me a minute here. I want to get my pearl off. I use a pokey tool. If you use these little tools and you slide it under, a lot of times there's glue on the back side of that pearl, and so you are able to keep it on your little, if you're worried about possibly burning yourself, you can use two tools, one to take it off and one to flip it over here, tap it down into the glue. And there we go. And there you have it. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I'm really happy with that. Oh, she came out lovely. I'm really, really happy with it. Okay, well, she is lovely. I mean, she's a beautiful lady from a bygone era. I want to say she's early 1900s or possibly 1920s to 1930s. Hard to say. I'd have to look it up. Alrighty. Oh, okay. Now, one thing I noticed, it's really white on the bottom here, which I didn't really want that white. I meant to bring that lace ruffle down further, which I could put. Let's see. Do I want to put anything underneath there, or am I just going to leave it? Do I want to put like anything more under there and have it come down further? No, you know, I don't think I would unless I go to put it on something and I feel like it needs it. I can add more later. I can add more pearls. I can add other things. But I think this is a great bag. And then you can put a beautiful tag in it. Let's see. Do I have a tag? I always have tags, don't I? I've always got tags. I'm sure there's a tag somewhere that I could pop in there. I have an entire pocket full of these from some of my early videos. Oh, wow. Yeah, I do. Well, that's too big. It's more for a cover. Yeah, those are more cover bags. Well, we could just put this cute little bear in here for now so you can just see. There you go. That's what you want to see. I don't know if you guys remember these. I made these, oh, months ago. I forgot all about them. And our big, beautiful girl. I don't know, did I ever show you her? She is made on a very heavy tag board. I mean, very heavy. And, oh, she doesn't even bend. She is a stunner. Okay, so we have that one. This is bothering me down here, you guys. I don't know why, but it is. I have lots of white lace. I'm sure I could put one down there that won't interfere, but would fill in that space that I do not like. It's bugging me like there's no tomorrow. Let's see. I can just tuck it up under there. Yeah, I'm going to do something like that. I mean, any of these would work, really, any of them. So let me get some scissors and cut that off. And some glue, and we're good to go. That was just bothering me. I meant to pull this all the way down, and for some reason I went under the picture, which I like that too. So just shows you could do it either way, right? So if I keep fussing around, I'm not going to get another one done, and I really would like to do a second one for you. I had planned to do 3, which means then you would have to wait to see them to the next video. But at least you've seen one on this video, right? I am using hot glue. Why, I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm just crazy like that. This one's sort of wimpy compared to my other white one. This was a makeup brush from the Dollar Tree, so it doesn't have the strength of this one, which is a craft tool that I bought from a craft shop. Let's just do this. I like the hot glue. I haven't used hot glue in years. I used to use it all. I mean, that's all I ever used. When I first started out doing my journals, it was with a hot glue gun. But I have really moved away from that. Probably because I was getting tired of burnt fingers. I mean, I've always crafted with hot glue. Always, always, always. I mean, as long as I can remember. Guys, I'm not having luck here. I think it's because the meds I'm on are making me a little loopy. Come on. I do like the Fabri-Tac because you have room and time, and you do not with art glitter glue and hot glue. You have no time. You're basically, that's it. There we go. I'm gonna cut that off. I always turn my pieces over to cut it off so I can, oops, I don't want to cut that off though. So I can see what I'm doing and get it to the edge of the bag. There we go. There we are. Okay, I like that better. Oh my goodness. I think I'm running out of time because of that. Oh, she's so pretty. Okay, well, you guys now have an idea of how I want to do that. I do have another one here. I'll start her. We may not get her done, but you'll get to see that. I'm going to, yeah, that's the right side. I'm like, what side am I going to do this on? I mean, you're not going to see it, but if you do see anything, you know, I do want it to be inked. I want it to look old. Like it was sitting in Grandma's attic in a trunk. Something she'd gotten as a gift from a friend or a bow. Came loaded with pretty things, a picture of her maybe to her bow. Yes, I have a good imagination. If I ever let it run wild, you guys would be shocked. Okay, so we have her, and I wanted to use a different paper for her. I want to use this one because it's more creamy than the other one. The other one had a more of a gray cast to it. This one's more creamy. I'll go in my scrap box. Oh, I want this to be about that tall. Lots of goodies for my scrap box, right? Because we want this to go on here. And I don't mind tearing when I fold. I don't mind that, but to freeform tear, not so great. Okay, now how wide do I want this? I want to put a little book page on there, don't I? Don't I just want a bit of book page? What did I do with my other piece? Here it is. I think we'll put it on this other side, maybe. Yeah, like that. I am gonna just do a little tear. Oh, I hear the ice cream truck. Oh, I remember my husband and I were first married. We had our very first home up in San Jose. We bought our first home. It was on a little court, and the ice cream man would come around, and we'd be out in the backyard working, sweating up a storm, working on cleaning up the yard because it was a horrible mess when we got it. And someone had broken glass bottles all over it. Like there was, when the landlord kicked the people out and wanted to sell the house, they had a party and they broke bottles all over the backyard, all over the side yard, which was a rock yard. And it was horrible. Oh, wow, what a mess we had to clean up. So we'd be out there for hours slaving away, getting all hot and sweaty. And the ice cream man would come along, and we ran out there like a couple little kids. Well, the guy got to know when we liked to work. He asked, well, when do you work in your yard? And we told him. So he'd come around every Saturday, and we'd run out and get big old, the orange and yellow popsicles. I don't know what they were called. Rockets. And, oh, gosh, those are the best ever. Oh, I love those. Those were the best. So to this day, anytime I hear it, it brings back the memory of us working in our yard together and running out to greet him like we were 5. It was great. Of course, we were just in our early 20s, so I think we're about 23 or 24 or 22. Yeah, about 24, I think, when we had that house. Oh no, we got it before we had our son. That's right. So 23, 24, somewhere around there. Oh, so it was a good time in our lives. I'll never forget that. All right, we've got that. And we're about to run out of time. Oh, darn it, you guys. I hate that. So we'll go out as I am inking. And I will show you these finished on my next video. I have a couple of other fun videos for you that are inspired by Kate at Pixie K Designs. And I can't wait to share with you. I've also got one by Ruby and Pearl herself, another one that I wanted to share. So I think I'm going to do the trifold folio holder that she did, that I watched her video. I noticed also that Rachel at Roxy Creations did one, and very different too. And so a lot of people are doing them. I even, see who else did it. I think Kate might have done one as well. So we're all doing it. And it's just to let her know we're thinking about her and we care, and we know how we would feel if we were in her position. So we're trying to support her every way we can by purchasing things and also creating her works and telling everybody about her. So spreading the word in the community. Losing your husband at a very young age is devastating. At any age, but young is just not enough time yet. There's the ice cream man. I should have run out and got one. Should tell my husband, hey, go get me one. I'm having a hankering for our favorite ice cream. Oh, you guys. Well, thank you for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I had a great time. I love making these things. They are just a blast. Thank you, Kate. I love, love, love these. These are just so much fun, and I'm really enjoying it. And I hope you all will give these a try, and you'll come back and see me in our next video when we have some other fun things to do. So I love you all. I'll see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.